Hi guys, it's Cinderella the artist from Borrow My Gown and Emerging with Beauty. So I want to talk to you about mourning. And I don't mean the morning, I mean mourning, pain, sorrow, lost. So I've been going through a lot of transition because God said I am the first to emerge with beauty. Before I can really teach other women, God has made it that my growth will be out there. It's going to be, people are growing with me. You know why? Because together we are stronger. That's in the Word. So I'm going to share to you that I've been going to bed crying. I've been waking up with tears in my eyes. Thank God that I have the most amazing 13-year-old that when I wake up and he asks me, how did you sleep? And I say to him, it was hard. It was a long night. He begins to pray with me. And he begins to tell me, Mom, you're powerful. There is no weapon formed against you that shall prosper. He begins to tell me the most amazing things. So I have a fellow believer in my midst. Not everyone is lucky to have that. So when you're mourning and you wake up and there's no one to speak life to you, you're gonna have to force yourself to speak life to yourself. See, God gave me him, but before he could speak life, guess what? I spoke life to him. Even when I felt like I couldn't get out of the cave. So I was mourning, and I'm going to tell you what I was mourning for. I'm going to put it chronologically because that's what God has me doing. We're chronological. I was mourning because my childhood was stolen by being molested by my siblings and some other family members. I was mourning because I was raped at 12, and my virginity and my innocence was ripped off of me by my brother. I was mourning because I had a child at a very young age that came from a relationship that was sick and toxic because he was 29 and I was 14. Do you get me? What I'm saying? I was mourning because I ended up in a second relationship after that with a man who was a drug dealer and mistreated me, and I mistreated him, and I helped make more people get hurt. And I was mourning for that I did to other people that I couldn't even reach everyone to say I was sorry. I was mourning because my children were taken away and given to my sexual abuser, that he repeated what he did to me. I was mourning because when I got them back, I was still not a good mother and I abused them and I was still broken and hurt. I was mourning because I wasted my youth and I didn't finish school and I wasn't able to go get an education and I made excuses, and I was mourning because I didn't know who my father was, and I was mourning because my mother was not a good mother and she knew I was being abused and turned her cheek away, and I was mourning because my siblings didn't help me even though they were abused before me to stop it from me, and I was mourning because I had a bad attitude because I didn't have interpersonal skills and I didn't know how to communicate, and I was mourning because I felt worthless, and I was mourning because I was full of curses, and I was mourning because I hurt people, and I was mourning because I was in bad relationships. I was mourning my whole lifetime. But let me tell you what God said to me. I'll still love you in the morning. Tears will endure but a night. But mourn. Mourn and let it out of your system. Forgive yourself. Let go and mourn it. Don't try to let go of your past without mourning it, because it's just hidden in your glove box or in your back pocket or in the depths of your soul. So this is not about other people. This is about me. And I'm sharing it with you because it is about you. Mourn it. Cry it, scream it, let it out, puke it. Mourn it, girl. Mourn what's gone. Mourn what you didn't have. Mourn what didn't get repaired. Mourn what you did. Mourn it. And then rise up in the morning and thank the Lord that you have another day to do it better. And rise up in the morning and worship. Put on your lipstick. Do whatever you need to do. You know, I listen to unchristian music to get dressed sometimes. And in the midst of listening to Beyonce shake her butt, guess what? I speak in tongues. Because I want to remind myself that in the midst of this world where it destroyed me, where Satan had his way with me, where I worked in curses, I now walk in the power of God. So get up, love yourself, speak to darkness, tell the enemy you can't have me. And say things like this: People love to see me come and hate to see me go. I'm blessed in the city and blessed in the field. I am above and never beneath. I am the head and never the tail. I walk with the armor of God, and I am protected, and my children shall serve you. And where I broke people, you are restoring them, Lord God. And I prayed bold prayers that for those children that I heard that I wasn't a good mother, I prayed that God would put a mother in their path, even though it made me feel all kinds of weird feelings. Why? Mourn it, let it go, be willing to give it up, take it to the cross, and rebuke Satan in the way. But don't rebuke with your eyes closed, because you don't bow to darkness, okay? So pray, fast, seek God, mourn it, let it go, and emerge with beauty. Because I know you can. If this girl can, this 7th girl can, that used to pop pills since she was little, that was a non-stopping abuser, can do it, you can too. So rise up, emerge with beauty, fight darkness at the core, be kind, and act like a new person. And it's not about acting, it's a behavior, it's an action. So be intentional. Emerge with beauty, long video, gotta go, gotta run here, getting stuff for my client, and taking a moment to share what God has put in my heart. So I'm going to tell you, God will still love you in the morning. I love you. Peace out. Emerge with beauty.